1 minute 54 seconds on the clock. Let's go. Alright, there's literally no time to waste here. I'll explain it in a bit. Basically, like 4 months ago or something like that, we got assigned new coursework to make a video portfolio. And you're probably thinking, what is that? Which is exactly what I thought. Because a design portfolio is basically a compilation of all our work slapped onto a bunch of pages and made to look super pretty. But a video portfolio, that was just unheard of. So after procrastinating for like 4 months already, I realized that there was 3 days till submission. Well, actually, it's not procrastination, like Dan May says.
You may call it procrastination, but I call it creative patience.
So after watching a few examples of amazing,
skateboarding, BMX biking, that kind of stuff, those are my hobbies. It was never anything remote.
good,
At the rate of $2 a beer, that's 56,000 beers. And if looking at an Olympic
decent, bad, and even horrendous examples, as well as helping out a few of my friends to make their video portfolios as well, I finally figured out what I wanted to make. Problem is, being me, someone who loves making film, I went completely overboard from what they expected from us and wrote a script that needed a minimum of 5 minutes, but the problem was the maximum submission is only 2 minutes. And not only that, by the time I finished my script and made my shot list, I had exactly 48 hours to film and edit the whole video. So after the past 2 days of constant filming and editing and refilming and re-editing, I present you my 48-hour film challenge. Yeah, sorry, I know the framing changed. Louis just walked in and stuff got moved around, but anyways, let's continue. All right, I'm gonna say this really quickly because time's running out. Basically, the video you're about to watch is something I plan on producing in Volume 3 and Volume 4 when I get better at filmmaking and know how to combine a really good story with editing as well. But for now, this is basically a sneak peek of what I plan to produce in the future. And finally, the reason there's a timer down there is because I want to finish this whole video in 7 minutes. I don't know why, but anyways, without further ado, let's begin. Two weeks ago, my glasses broke. Probably because it was designed a little something like this. Problem was, these glasses cost me over £100. So instead of buying a new pair, I decided to fix it myself. With a little bit of super glue and a new 3D printed nose pad, I just stuck it back on. And now, I've got myself a pair of glasses that fits better than ever before. Design is everywhere. Some are good, but some are horrendous. Like that door. This is a Norman door, made famous by Don Norman in his book, The Design of Everyday Things. To sum it up, a Norman door is a door that was so badly designed it needed trial and error to figure out if it was even a push, pull, or sliding door. We'll get back into that. First, let me tell you a story. 2 years ago, I was stuck with a really big problem. I was sat in my school library when that thought hit me. I'm going to university soon. Then I realized I had no idea what I wanted to do for university. In fact, it was much more important than that. I had no idea what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. So I started thinking. I mean, really thinking. Like, I took a journey deep into my mind, trying to search for what I was actually passionate about. While I sat there thinking and thinking what that could possibly be, it hit me. Looking at what was really important to me, I realized 3 things. 1, creativity. I love creating. From doing photography, filmmaking, music, I just really enjoyed the idea of creating things. The satisfaction and happiness from working so hard at something and seeing the end result finally emerge. However, seeing my photos and films on a screen is great, but my favorite kind of end result is something much more tangible, something I can hold up and say, wow, I made this. 2, problems. There are loads of existing things that needs fixing. This world is still far from perfect. There are issues with things we do every single day. But we got so used to them that we're almost blinded by them. This is how Tony Fadell explained it.
Well, as human beings, we have limited brain power. And so our brains encode the everyday things we do into habits.
However, I do still feel like I constantly stumble across things that just weren't right. And I know there's a better way to do it. Let me give you an example. Those towel hooks. We've all had that time where we try to hang up a towel on the hook, but it just never stays on. And sometimes it even leaves you with a little surprise. My solution, use a clasp instead. Now the towel is held tight and stays in first try every time. Third, change. This world is in a vicious cycle of innovation and change. From sleeping under rocks to living in beautiful modern mansions, using computers the size of a trash can to one that fits in your hand, and sitting in a ship for 2 months to cross the ocean, to traveling across the whole world within 30 minutes in a rocket. That one hasn't happened yet. My point is, we as humans are smart. In fact, compared to every other species, we are geniuses. The capabilities of humans are endless, and technology is advancing faster than we know it. I truly believe that this world is moving into a better future where people can live their lives more easily and comfortably than ever before. And I want to be a part of that change. That day was a eureka moment for me. I knew exactly what I wanted to do for university. And that's what brought me to my position here right now, studying in one of the best design schools in the UK. In fact, it was much more than that. From that day, I knew exactly what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. I wanted to be someone to create something that would change the way we all live, leave a true impression in this world, and make it a better place for everyone. And I still do. I'm gonna end this with the real life Iron Man, Elon Musk.
Now is the time to take risk. You don't have kids. As you get older, your obligations increase. And once you have a family, you start taking risks not just for yourself, but for your family as well. It gets much harder.
I don't ever give up. I'd have to be dead or completely incapacitated.
You know, even if you're the best of the best, there's always a chance of failure. So I think it's important that you really like whatever you're doing. If you don't like it, life is too short.
You gotta sort of imagine the money shot. If